love me. You really love me.
Beardos, Weirdos, Balls and Ghouls, welcome back to the channel where we investigate the paranormal responsibly and support responsible paranormal channels. That means no fake seances, no possessed iPhones, and definitely no pretending your girlfriend died so you can FaceTime a ghost at 3 AM. Quite easy things in consideration to not do, but well, JStation. That bar was way too high for JStation. You remember JStation, right? The human Red Bull can of YouTube? The guy who made an entire brand on the premise of what if a toddler discovered Final Cut Pro and a Ouija board. Well, Beardos, Weirdos, Boils and Ghouls, way back in 2020, JStation decided to pull a stunt so tasteless, so desperate and cartoon villain awful that even the ghost stopped, looked and went, what the fuck? That's messed up. Today we're going to be talking about the time that Jaystation faked his girlfriend's death to make paranormal content. Because nothing says love like exploiting a tragedy for monetized ghost views. But the tragedy never happened. So before we get into this necromantic soap opera, let's quickly explain who Jaystation is. You know, for those of you that were lucky enough to have completely missed this chapter of YouTube history. Jaystation made his name doing 3 AM challenges. You know, we've all seen them before, they still happen on YouTube with the likes of Overnight and the like. 3 AM challenges, we pretend to talk to demons, summon cartoon characters, order Happy Meals from McDonald's but from a different dimension or some shit. I don't know. It's all bullcrap. Because nothing screams paranormal research quite like a Temu Ouija board and Siri helping out. He made an audience of millions by lying to kids, making everything extreme, hunted, gone wrong. You know those tropes. Sam and Colby, Twin Paranormal, Paranormal Files. And all of those things do accurately describe his content without ghosts being involved. So this is the point where we go into full-on Goosebumps fan fiction. In early 2020, Jaystation announced to his audience that his girlfriend and fellow YouTuber Alexia Morano had tragically died in a car accident. Not just any car accident, she was hit by a drunk driver and outright killed. No warning, no confirmation, just teary eyes staring into a camera saying, she's gone. I wish I was joking. But this being Jaystation, he didn't just make one video, he made a series of videos. He milked this fictional tragedy because he's got bills to pay. Even going as far as, you know, RIP Alexia videos, tribute and montages and sad stock piano music. Oh, saying my last goodbye, which involved him crying at the roadside of the memorial that he set up himself. People wonder what the paranormal's in the toilet. And the piece de la resistance, contacting my dead girlfriend at 3 AM on a Ouija board. Because nothing says respect for the dead and respect for your recently deceased loved one like yelling at the Hasbro toy sat on the side of the road talking to your fake dead girlfriend. I wonder if she was pissed at him clickbaiting the shit out of her imaginary corpse. But then plot twist, it didn't take long for people to start asking questions like, these guys are quite well known. Where's the news coverage? Where's the police reports? Why hasn't her family said anything? And why oh why is Jay's grief process being sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends? Surprise! Alexia was still alive. Jaystation made up the whole thing and then claimed that it was a social experiment. You know, that thing everyone does when they get caught with their pants down. Uh-oh, naughty naughty. He used it as a social experiment to grow his and his partner's channel. Social experiment, the excuse for everything. So recently I have set fire to a local library, just to see how people would react. For science. The truth is that Alexia had actually broken up with Jaystation just prior to this event, or this stunt. I would imagine she broke up with him because it's really hard to date or trust a guy that pretends people are dead for the internet clout. It can't be good for long-term trust, you know? She then posted her own video saying that Jay tried to manipulate her into doing this thing, and then she refused, and then he did it anyway. This is like the ghost hunting version of a Marvel villain. Now you would think that faking somebody's death for views would, especially your romantic partner, be enough to get you banned from YouTube, permabanned. But remember, this is the same platform that gave Logan Paul a little slap on the wrist for filming a corpse at the S Forest in Japan. So Jaystation did face demonetization eventually, and commentary channels absolutely destroyed and annihilated the guy. His reputation became radioactive, even amongst the cursed, deadly 3 AM idiots on the platform. And eventually YouTube did give him the boot. But not for the death stunt. No. It was after he got arrested for allegedly assaulting Alexia, violating the terms of service on YouTube repeatedly. So to recap, YouTube didn't ban him for exploiting grief or faking a death, or for manipulating children, or for weaponizing trauma. They banned him because of a few little strike tokens that he had been collected like Mario coins. So you may be wondering why I'm suddenly piping up about this human energy drink gone sour. Well, because JStation is another one of these cautionary tales. This video is going to go on my second channel, but it relates to the paranormal realm. But this is a cautionary tale for when the algorithm rewards outrage over ethics. You know, like when people pick up skulls out of graves. He also taught a generation of wannabe paranormal creators that if fake it hard enough and loud enough, you'll get the views and you'll get the pays. You can just scream at not haunted dolls, but call them haunted. Call it real, slap on no clickbait in the title. And honestly, it worked for a while for him. It still works. For the twins, Paranormal Files, Sam and Colby, any of those guys that use the black and red, you know? And even today, this stuff still happens. You know, YouTubers doing shit like calling Tupac at 3 AM. The brother in the red shot me dead. Or we found Michael Jackson's ghost in Roblox. I'm not even sure if I'm being satirical here. Those titles may well exist on this platform. Maybe somebody should go look. JStation may be gone from the platform, but his greasy fingerprints are all over every corner of the YouTube paranormal. Pretty much anytime somebody fakes a ghost for views and clicks and likes, and every time a psychic cries looking at their iPad, and that's the legacy that he left behind. And as usual, I'm not here to tell you that the paranormal is not real. I happen to believe, I'm just very skeptical or cynical to a degree of the things that are put out onto YouTube for mass consumption. I've had my own weird experiences, but if we're going to explore the paranormal world, we should be doing it with curiosity, with skepticism, and maybe, dare we say, a little bit of dignity. And let's not turn tragedy into clout chasing. Gives me the ick. JStation didn't just fake death, he faked grief. And he didn't do it for justice or closure, he did it for clicks and views and to line his pockets. And in doing that, he didn't just cheapen the paranormal community, he didn't just cheapen paranormal content, he cheapened human empathy. What a dick. So to all you wannabe ghost hunters out there, don't fake your girlfriend's death, don't exploit tragedy, and maybe, just maybe, stop summoning your dead girlfriend at 3 AM to cover the rent. Because if the spirits are real, and if they are watching us, they're going to be really embarrassed for you. Thank you very much for watching. Smash that like button, like the make-believe drink driver. Make-believe killed his girlfriend to make a fake video, and once you're done with that, subscribe, because the subscribe button kind of looks like a car but without wheels, a boot and a bonnet, and maybe hit the notifications. I can't even try to make a joke with that. I'm trying the like and subscribe thing to help me to grow. I've tried it with a bit of a joke and I feel just as icky. Stay safe, stay curious, don't fake other people's deaths. Much love to you all. Beardo out.